Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
His throw here's incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. And does Washington have it? They do.
Chase Young.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by a man making a remarkable return to the football field. It is Alex Smith.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
85.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Gibson, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey.
Complete.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year, Miles Sanders. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing is Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
Hurts fumbles it.
Alex.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
They give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we'll put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Danny Johnson returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
To throw is Smith. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
To kick off for Washington.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Washington.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Washington.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Hopkins with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
To kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Jeffrey, a 7-yard pickup. Brings up
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and
10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Back to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. As Sanders has it poked free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 40. The 20.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Is under review.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After review of the play,
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards is the pickup, good for an Eagle first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. Now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's third down.
On third down, Gibson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down to a knee. Here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
Tonight's.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game